Feel good to be back on the sideline?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Good to have to feel the energy and so on. I was happy.
You guys obviously handled business, but this was a game where there were the chances there to probably score more goals. As you kind of looked back on it, what was maybe not quite there on the finishing end, or maybe the final ball or whatnot that maybe could be better? Not that you guys just were playing goals this year, but specifically this game, what did you see looking back on the film?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not concerned by that because it could happen sometimes that you have chances and you are not able to score. But yeah, I watched the game and definitively this is a how can I say that? I would say we rushed a lot, in terms of final movements, and we could have waited a little bit more to give the good ball, or we rushed instead of doing the extra pass, or we decided to shoot and a lot of people was in front. So yeah, decision making, but also execution. But I was pleased with the way we attacked the box. We attacked the box in different ways, around and through the channel, also in the middle. So for me, I'm okay with that because the fact that we had many opportunities. So like I told you, it could happen. But this is more about this desire to score, and sometimes when you are close, like I told you, you are close to score, but you don't score. Instead of step back, you want to push again. So, yeah.
Without Lucas, and I don't want to keep harping on him, but it seems like you guys are going to have to create chances in a different way because you take a player like that now. Is that fair? And I know you want to create collectively, and you have, but how from a coaching tactical standpoint do you try and continue to create chances without a guy like that on the field?
Honestly, it doesn't change for me because it's all about decision making. Yes, I believe on the collective aspect, but the individual players are really important because they have to be good for the collective. So for me, it's all about the movement that we try to create. It's all about also intuition, instinct, and so we have the quality to score all kind of goals and in the different ways. Now, doesn't change. Honestly, doesn't change my approach because the way I see football is all about the try to create chances, and if we have a game and we don't create chance, yes, I'm gonna be rowy, I would say, by that, but this is not the case for the moment.
Wilfried, you mentioned that the player that you rushed a little bit.
Yeah.
And you love the attacking style, so how do you teach them or help them discern between playing fast and rushing?
Mental strength. Because when they're gonna see the video and it's gonna be clear about the picture, because usually when they see the picture, they're able to say, okay, yeah, I get it. But again, that's why our job is really difficult, because there is, yes, the execution and what they want to do on the pitch, but there is also the emotion part. And sometimes it's like in life, when you want something and you don't have it, you're gonna try to do everything you hope to have it. So it was the same during the game. So, but again, for me, it was a good exercise because when we're gonna watch the video, we're gonna be able to discuss about this. Because, like I told you, yes, rush and be composed, but at the same time, they did the opposite and we could have scored. So we have to balance a bit with that.
It's going to be a good exercise this week, handling things you can't control. It's going to be hot and humid and gross down there. Yeah. How do you prepare them? Because it's almost more of a mental exercise as well, handling those elements, correct?
Yes, what we decided to do, we invited all the players to the jacuzzi of Bez. Just to get used to the hot weather. No, I'm joking. Yeah, the key is gonna be to be good. Try to control the game. Try to control the game, knowing that it's gonna be difficult. We're gonna have difficult moment with that, and it's all about what we want to do with the ball. If in Houston we are not able to control a bit the game, we're gonna do the ping pong game. And when we do the ping pong game, usually when you play over there, the first 10 minutes could be okay, but after that you have a crash. Until the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the first half, and depending the score after that, the second half, you can see. So listen, they know this is the beauty of the MLS, so they know the weather over there, and they know that we're going to face also a good team. So we're going to have one day to prepare them.
As a Houstonian, I'm thinking of you this week.
Thank you.
Wilfried, the opportunity to have a sixth substitute the other night, I know that's not something that has happened very often, but how did you feel that, how did that enable you to, I think maybe change some of your thoughts on who to play, and does that help you in a week when you've got 3 games in 8 days?
Yeah, it's funny that you talk about this because every year there is a change in all the rules, and you can see in the Premier League and also with the World Cup and so on. Now there is almost 10 minutes of added time, so it could be useful also now because I understand that where they want to go, but I think that it could be good also to add an extra sub, because if I was watching all the games this weekend, I was watching many games, and this is really demanding for the player to play 90 minutes plus minimum 10 minutes or 8 minutes now. Emotionally, this is difficult. Physically, this is difficult. And when you play many games in a row, I think that if the FIFA and the MLS, they want to have to keep going with the quality on the pitch, I think that all the time they have to be able to adjust regarding the rules. And this weekend was really good because we were able to make another sub, and I realized that he's been good for us, but also for the opposition. And I think that this is something that we can look forward because it could be useful for everyone.
Is it making too much of it to say that that helps in a week when you do have short turnaround, that getting one extra player?
Yeah, definitively, because again, we're going to travel and different weather, and the fact that I can have an extra guy coming on the pitch, this is it could be really great. And with the 5 subs, like I think I told you that already, but my in terms of decision making to make a sub now, this is a plus. And the way I see it, I told my players this is it could be a tactical change, and I didn't do it. I haven't done it many times here, but usually I like also, depending what I see, what I feel, to make a sub halftime. Even though the player did a good half, because I believe that I think about the next game. I think about something different also. So this is something that I like. To summarize, I like it.
and yeah, how does that change your approach as the game goes on? Like you said, maybe you're making a tactical change, maybe you're making a change to get somebody some rest because you have games coming up. How does that add to your in-game decision making as far as when to make a sub and how to make a sub?
I tried different ways. I tried also to plan the sub. Let's say around the 60 minutes, with my staff, around the 80 minutes, we're gonna put this player for this player. But I don't believe on that anymore because I like to coach the moment. And it's all about, yes, I have a clear picture about what we have to do if we need to go all in come back from behind, or if we need to close the game. But the game will dictate what I'm going to do. And for me, with the subs, before it was 3 subs, 4 subs, and now 5 subs. Hopefully it's going to be 6 in the future. But this is really good because, as you can see, I like to change the animation after 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So it could be with the player that I have on the pitch, but it could be also with player coming from the bench.
Coach, you enjoy the luxury of losing 1 player during the trade window, but adding 4, and it can be argued that all 4 of those guys are full-time starters for you at some point. How confident are you now going into these 3 sets of 3 games in 8 days, knowing that you've got a healthy, deep bench with players who truly are chomping at the bit for a starting role?
It's true that I'm happy with that because, like I told you before, first of all, we have more competition, and this is good for all the players. And also, I can make a rotation, and I was able also to do it before, and I did it before. But now, I don't want a big group, but I want a small, medium group to be able to involve everyone. And this is the direction that we are going. Because the 4 additions, this is exactly what I want in terms of, yes, try to add player, but also add player with different position. So for me, this is something that I'm happy. And after that, I cannot predict, the results. You know that, but I'm happy with all the players that I have. Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Wilfried.